If you want to know how many times you can travel on your immigration travel request, then you need to keep watching this video. I'm attorney Lee Marvin, and I've been practicing law for over 20 years and specializing in immigration law for over a decade. My main office is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but I help individuals and families from every state in the country and really any country on the planet. Stick around for a few minutes because I want you to learn and to know about the different types of travel requests and what they can give you. So stand by for that, okay? So I regularly get questions about the technical details of different types of visas, okay? That's a very common thing. But with the travel that's being needed for family holidays, I'm getting lots more questions about travel requests. So clients have asked me, and I said, okay, let me do a quick video to help you and other people, okay? So you're informed before you travel, the different things that you need to know about travel requests, okay? There's usually two main questions that people have. One, how many times can I use this approval? And two, how long can I be gone, okay? As always, the answer depends on a number of different factors. Really three things that can answer those questions. The first one is the type of travel request you're making, okay? There's different types of travel requests. There's different obligations and requirements for those and different things that they can give you, okay? So the first depends on what you're asking for, okay? So what are the three main types of travel requests? Humanitarian travel requests, you've got your advanced parole requests, and you've got the refugee travel document requests, okay? They have very different standards and very different things that they can give you, okay? The second thing you need to know is whether you requested your travel request properly, okay? So what did you put in your request? Because again, they all ask different things because they have technically different purposes. So did you file it properly? Well, depending on whether you filed it properly, it'll give you a different result, okay? So one of the keys is whether you asked for a reasonable amount of time in your travel request. What do I mean by that? So travel requests, by their very nature, they're temporary, okay? They're usually used for urgent or temporary humanitarian-based type needs, okay? So it's not an open-ended, you can travel as much as you want, whenever you want, however you want. No, it's very specific, okay? The government wants you to travel for this period of time, for that purpose, and that's it, okay? So when you're making your request, did you keep that in mind? Or did you just say, hey, yeah, I want to travel for 6 months, okay? Well, that's not going to cut it if you're really the government's only expecting to give you 2 weeks, right? So you got to make sure that you're filing things the right way and asking for the right stuff in a reasonable amount of time, okay? For example, advance parole. Leaving the United States and returning is technically what advance parole is for. But if you have DACA, you're making this request so that you can leave the country for a specific purpose and return. Example, you're in college and there's a study abroad and you kind of would like to expand your education by going to study abroad. Totally legit. That is one of the expected requests for advanced parole. So when you're making your requests for your study abroad, you're going to have to provide information about that study abroad, including where you're going, when you're going, if you have to come back with a group. All those sorts of details are things that the government needs to know in order to grant your request. Because again, this is not a right. This is a pretty please, can I have permission to leave the country and come back? It's special, okay? So you're not automatically guaranteed the right to do this. So you got to fight for that, okay? So you got to provide the right information. So that's the second thing you got to know in order to determine how long you're going to be able to be gone and how often or how many times you can be gone, okay? So the third thing you need to think about is what immigration actually ended up giving you, okay? So you made these requests and they gave you an approval, okay? So the approvals are either multiple entries or a single entry, okay? So look, what do they give you? The second thing is period of time. Did they give you a specific period of time, like for a study abroad, or did they give you an open-ended general range of time? Like if your humanitarian request was to go down and visit family that's sick in the hospital, you don't exactly know when they're going to need to maybe have some surgical treatment or something. So you ask for a certain period of time. You know, this could happen anytime between this and this. So if they give you what you asked for, you got to look at what they give you when you're planning your trip, because you're either going to have to go for, a week or longer, or you're going to have to go during the first week of November, or you can go whenever, as long as you're back before it expires. All that is listed on the approval. So you got to look at the approval. Okay. So again, you got to look at these different things to see what you are eligible or entitled to do. Okay. So it's very technical. Don't mess it up, man. Don't leave when you're not supposed to, and certainly don't stay beyond the time that you're authorized in this approval, or you're going to have problems. Because again, this is not a right. This is a privilege, and you need to follow the approval to the letter. So don't mess that up, okay? As always, you need help with this stuff. Don't try to do it yourself, because often people are frustrated because they get denied or they don't get exactly what they need, and it's no good to them, okay? Make sure you get the right help. If it's not me helping you, because I can help you, find an immigration attorney. Find someone who knows what they're doing. Don't find a notario or somebody that just says that they'll help you, or don't do it yourself because it looks easy. There's so much more than you have any idea, and you need to go to somebody who knows what they're doing. If you like this video, if you like the information I gave you, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you get notified of future videos, because there's a lot of very important things in immigration that I post there to help people like you survive and get the best out of life. If you want to talk directly to me, click the following link and schedule a time to talk with me. I would love to help you succeed with your process.